What's up, everybody? You see the focus of this video here, non-Funko SDCC exclusives. So yeah, I'm setting Funko aside for a moment here. That's not the focus of this video at all. I want to focus on what other companies have going on for San Diego Comic-Con. And I will say this up front though, when I focus on Funko, it's kind of easy to point my viewers in the direction of where you can go and try to find certain figures. I really can't do that for this video because there is a lot that I'm going to share here from different companies. So if you see anything that you are interested in purchasing, I would suggest that you go to the company's website to see if you can learn about if it's going to be shared outside of the convention and where you might be able to get it. You know, basically just do your own research if you see anything that you're interested in to try to track down those items, because again, there is no way that I can cover all these different companies and all the different ways to try to go about getting their items. Now I will say, obviously, you know, there are items that are already listed on eBay, but we all know with those prices, you know, you're gonna pay more, so that's completely up to you if you decide to go that route. But again, I'm gonna stress it one more time, if you see anything that you're interested in trying to get your hands on, do your research and try to find how you can track the figure down. But let me go ahead and get into it here. So for starters, I want to focus on Mezco, and I gotta say, Mezco is a company that does what some other companies do, in that they actually make some figures available online before the convention. So the Mezco items that I'm showing you here, they've actually already pre-sold out, but they do have a wait list on their website that you can go and sign up for. And you know, if any of the sales fall through, then of course people that are on the wait list will get the opportunity to get those figures. You may also want to check with local retailers, especially comic book stores, because sometimes they place orders for these convention exclusives as well. So even though they're pre-sold out on the website, don't give up on them just yet. You know, keep checking around. Be vigilant if you see anything here that you're interested in. The first item here is this Punisher Special Ops Edition, which really, you know, stands out to me because this is very true to the classic Punisher design. I love the mask that he comes with that has the skull painted on there. Also the minigun and the other weapons. You know, Mezco just does a great job of giving you different options about how you can pose these figures. Next up here, they have Batman Beyond, which again, they did a great job with this, and they added a lot of detail to the suit because, of course, you know, with the animated series, the design was kind of flat, you know, kind of simple overall. So when they brought it to 3D, of course, they had to add a lot of detail here, and I think they did a good job of that. And you see that even comes along with his wings there as well. And then Mezco is also known for the Living Dead dolls, and they have this one here, Resurrection Frozen Charlotte. And of course, the Living Dead dolls, they very much appeal to horror fans, although they do some popular characters as well, but they try to stick to characters that have some sort of creepy element to them. And yeah, so I mean, like I said, with these items here from Mezco, they may be pre-sold out. You can sign up for the wait list, or you can check with local retailers. You can also check, you know, with eBay if you decide to go that route. And also check out Mezco's website though to see what else they have available, because like I said, they do some great work. Now with Entertainment Earth, they definitely have had their you know, their SDCC exclusives available for pre-order already, including these Batman figures that you see here to the left. So these are DC Comics artist Alley figures by Chris Uminga. I hope that's how you say his last name there. But they have the black and gold variant, the blue and gray variant, and the Flashpoint variant. Now there actually is a common of this figure that's already available. I know that Hot Topic is selling it, and there's also like a zombified paint variant as well that again also Hot Topic is selling. But yeah, if you're interested in these, you can check on their Entertainment Earth's website. I think they are still up for pre-order right now. You also see here this Bob Ross variant version bobblehead, which made me smile when I saw it right away, because pretty good representation of Bob Ross. You know, he's got a smile going on there, got the little critters there by his legs. So yeah, pretty good representation of Bob Ross. And I actually do like these Batman figures as well, except for the expression. I'm not completely crazy about the expression there, but overall I think those do look pretty cool. Now next up here, some items from various companies. If you are a tiny ghost collector, then you probably already are familiar with the process of trying to get those figures. And this Neapolitan one I think is pretty clever, because I mean, it really does look like ice cream, you know, the way it's designed there. It's simple, but it's effective at the same time. So in this one, I actually think is about to become available very soon, as in the next day or two. So definitely be on the lookout for that if you are a tiny ghost collector. Next up here from Gentle Giant, they have this Gwenpool animated statue. And of course, they call these animated statues because they do try to give a lot of movement with them and everything, even though it's a still statue, and they did a great job there. So I do like the look of that one, even though I'm not a big Gwenpool fan. And I would imagine that that's probably going to run for around the $65 price range. They tend to be a little bit pricey when they first come out. And even the ones that have been out for a while, the Gentle Giant statues, are just now starting to be marked down some. And I might actually try to get the Thanos one, because I do like that one. From Loot Crate here in the bottom left, you see just one item here, Rick and Morty's Total Mayhem there, which last year, with the exclusive that they had an 11 exclusive, I think it was last year, and I know that they did a variant of it for their subscription box. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything like that this year or not, and I'm not really sure if they have another exclusive or not. But I do want to stress this before I move on. I am not trying to share every single item that's going to be at the convention. I'm just sharing some of the items that are going to be there. So if I leave out anything that you have seen previously, it's not that I'm not aware of it, but I definitely had to cut down some things for this video. Now next up here, this 8-inch Tormund Giantsbane figure. I believe this is actually made by Dark Horse Entertainment or Dark Horse Comics, you know, that company. Not completely sure about that, but yeah, I think that's who it is with. And this one actually retails for $40, which is very reasonable. Of course, that's the convention price. I'm not sure how it's going to go for resale or, you know, sale outside of the convention. Now Monogram is a company a lot of people may not be too familiar with, but I've actually seen their items in Barnes & Noble and maybe Books A Million as well, including some convention exclusives. So I do think that they share some of their items outside of the convention. And running through it here, you see that they have these 3D foam magnet sets, which focus on Street Fighter and then Lilo and Stitch. They also had these Figuarts keyring sets of Naruto, Gremlins, and The Incredibles 2. They have a Harry Potter deluxe gift set there with various types of items in it, including some magnets and pins. They have a Nightmare Before Christmas mugs and pin set, which would be a great, you know, gift, especially for somebody that is a fan of that movie. And then they have this Rick and Morty pickle jar with keychains and buttons set. That is one that if I came across that in the store, I might consider actually picking that up. I actually do like the look of that item there. Nickelodeon is going to have some representation at SDCC, and it's going to be with various companies though. So Kid Robot has this 7-inch purple Reptar, and you might want to check Kid Robot's website to see what else they have going on for the convention. Remember, again, I'm not sharing everything that's going to be available, just some of the items. So definitely check out Kid Robot's selection, and I know that their convention exclusives definitely sell out very quickly on their website. From loyal subjects, they have an exclusive Rocco, and Rocco's rocking a pink shirt instead of his usual blue there, and he does have Spunky along with him. And then they also have Tommy Pickles as well. Playmates has the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. That's based off of their latest animated series. I'm still not really used to those new designs, but you know, they may appeal to, you know, younger audience. This company, Foco, I guess is how you would say it, does sound very similar to Funko. I hadn't heard of them until recently. They have these Ikis figures of Zim and Gur, and it doesn't seem to be like a whole lot of Invader Zim collectibles out there, so hopefully these will be shared for anybody that is interested in them. So getting into some Star Wars action here, and these all come from Hasbro. They have here this Star Wars Vintage Collection Dr. Aphra comic set. I think that's how you say that name. You know, I'm not familiar with the Star Wars comics, but I do like the designs of that set there, and those 3 figures do come together. Then they also have this Han Solo and Mynock set, and again, Han Solo there, definitely a really good likeness of him. And then they also have here from the Star Wars Black Series line, they have this centerpiece set of Rey and Kylo Ren. And there are a lot of images of that online. If you can't see it well enough here, you can't really decide based off of just this image here, you could definitely Google that and find plenty of images of that set and see the figures closer up. Also with Star Wars, and this is coming from Sideshow slash Hot Toys, you know, their collectibles. They have Anakin Skywalker, the Dark Side 6 scale figure. Again, very good likeness of a character here. Really does look like him. And you can see with Sideshow and Hot Toys that they tend to use real materials sometimes. So the cloth there really does look like it's legit cloth, you know, the actual materials that somebody would wear. So really good detailing there with that. And I'm sure some Star Wars fans would love to add that to their collection. Next up from NECA. NECA doesn't seem to have a lot new going on this year. As a matter of fact, they're still pushing some of their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures that they produced previously. So I'm not sure why that is, but as far as what's actually new here, I'm not going to focus on the Ninja Turtles because, like I said, they really have been producing those figures for a while. I don't think that's a completely new set. Maybe the diorama set is new, but the figures definitely aren't. But you see here from Predator, they have Rick Hawkins, and they do have the other characters from the movie as well. I think they may have done a new version of Dutch as well, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, but it was kind of confusing to figure out if that was actually new or not. You know, that's something you can look into if you're interested, especially if you're a big Predator fan. And then you see also here Guillermo del Toro. Very good likeness of him, especially with the head sculpt. The clothing to me looks a little bit off. I don't know, maybe the clothing is too big on him or something. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that head sculpt is very accurate to the director Guillermo del Toro. Next up here from Cryptozoic Entertainment. This is a company that I actually do like some of the things that they produce. And you see that they have these statues here, these gold and white statues of Chun-Li and then some DC bombshells. I do like their statues. I'm not a big fan of the gold and white. This is something that they tend to do for conventions. But yeah, if you're interested in these, you know, these I think should be available in some way outside of the convention. Not 100% sure on that. I know I definitely see them for resale at times, but the prices can be hefty. They also have a line of pumps, you know, heels that are basically inspired by DC characters. So the new one that they're gonna have here as a convention exclusive is focusing on Batwoman. Then they also have this irradiated Cthulhu vinyl figure here, which I believe is only about 3 inches tall or so. It goes along with kind of the size of some of their other minifigures. And then as far as their other minifigures are concerned here, the exclusives that they have from Street Fighter, from the little knockout line, are this green metallic Blanca and also this metallic green Cammy. And then from the little bombshell line, they have this ravishing red Wonder Woman. And then they also have the Tiki's line, which of course is, you know, I mean, Tiki designs. So they had this Obsidian Idol Batman design. And I didn't know till recently that they actually had exclusive variants of the Tiki's figures. Next up from Quantum Mechanics, another company that's hanging in there, and I actually do like some Q-Fig designs, and this is a pretty good one here in my opinion, the Maximum Effort Deadpool figure there, which is a Q-Fig Max figure, which means that it is larger than their typical figure. I really do like him jumping over a chimichanga, stabbing his sword into it, and you see the sauce flowing there and everything. So I really do like the look of that Q-Fig. Then they also have here a face hugger from the Alien franchise. And what I really like about it is that it's actually holding a sign that says free hugs. So, you know, Quantum Mechanics, that shows they do try to put some humor into their figures. You also see here from the Harry Potter franchise, of course, Harry Potter himself and Hagrid there, and the you know, the motorbike or the motorcycle with the sidecar there. And I like the design of that as well. I like that it really shows their flowing hair. That's a nice detail there, so it looks pretty cool to me. Next up from Storm Collectibles, which I think I'm familiar with this company. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I may have seen their work but just didn't always know their name. But you see here that they have a Mortal Kombat figure of ERMAC, and he does come with some different hands and different things to represent his powers there. And I have seen some of these other Mortal Kombat figures. I think they're really good representations of the characters. Next up from SH Figuarts, which I know some people are familiar with them. They may collect them. You see that they have here a Red Ranger and also a Green Ranger, and they do have removable helmets there. And then with Entertainment Earth, yet another Entertainment Earth exclusive here, they have Psycho Silver Ranger, which I'm not familiar with that character. I actually didn't stick with the Power Rangers franchise really, so I'm not familiar with that one, but I do like his design. Next up from Super 7, yet another company I'm not completely familiar with. I may have seen their work around though, but you see here that they have the laughing Prince Adam in Hordak's lair. So this is a pretty interesting figure. I definitely want to hear what Master of the Universe fans think about this figure here. It's just funny to me, that grin on his face, that really does make me laugh. And you know, he's supposed to be laughing. He definitely looks like he is laughing, so that's a pretty interesting figure. For Dragon Ball fans, some more SH Figuarts here, and these can be kind of pricey, but I think for some people, you know, they might be worth it, you know, especially because these are highly posable figures. And you see here that they have Super Saiyan Vegito. They also have Broly and Perfect Cell, the color edition. Not exactly sure what that means by that. I'm assuming that, you know, they've done some other variant of that particular figure there. But yeah, again, from what I know about the series, I'm not a big Dragon Ball fan, but I think these designs look pretty cool. And then still here with Dragon Ball, this time from Bandai though, you see they have the DBZ Dragon Star series, and they have the Saiyan Evolution Pack. This one is kind of interesting because, you know, it's 3 different versions of Goku, you know, so the different power levels that he goes through. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool as well. Now getting into DC here, these are pretty cool. From Icon Heroes Crisis on Earth X, which by the way, I don't really follow the DC TV series anymore. I watch clips here and there. I was really into the earlier seasons, just haven't really been into them lately, but I did watch some of the clips of the Crisis on Earth X, and there was some great action there, especially for a TV series. So you know, it's very cool to see these figures here of Dark Arrow and Dark Flash. I think they look pretty cool. And then also with DC, they have the Batman Who Laughs. This is a PX Previews exclusive. That one looks pretty cool. I do like that as well. And you know, with it being a PX Previews exclusive, this is one that definitely could appear in some comic book stores. From Mattel there, you see there's this 3 action figure set featuring Aquaman, and then of course they also have in there Ocean Master and Black Manta. And what they did with this is pretty cool. They actually posed the figures in the packaging to mirror a comic book cover. So that's very clever. That's a really cool set in my opinion. And then this Kotobukiya statue here of Dark Supergirl is pretty interesting as well. I don't think I'm really familiar with like a dark version of Supergirl, but really nice design, especially the flowing of the cape there. That's some great detailing. Now Hasbro popping up again here, and you know, of course Hasbro is over the Marvel Legends line. You see that they have here this Red Skull and Tesseract, which is pretty cool. I like that they actually have Red Skull holding a Tesseract, and then also they have a full-size Tesseract as well, and the packaging is pretty awesome as well. Hopefully you can see the packaging good enough there, but yeah, I think this is really cool, really good representation of the Red Skull. Something else very cool here related to Marvel Legends, they have this Netflix, you know, from the Netflix series Defenders, they have this Rail Authority set. So you actually have all 5 characters there. You got Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. I love that they included Colleen Wing as well, and of course Daredevil. And you know, it's the way that they look on the series basically. And they'll also have this like sort of train set, you know, like a train car backdrop. That's just a really cool set in my opinion. I really do like the look of this. Also here with Marvel, this X-23 statue is very much on point. I still prefer X-23 in her own clothing, you know, not as Wolverine, but I actually do like that she is unmasked with that statue, so that looks pretty awesome. And then you also see here, I think this is pretty interesting, from Hot Toys, they have this Captain America 6-scale figure, and this design of Captain America is basically based off of a concept art version of the character that they didn't go with. So this is a suit they didn't actually use within the movies. It was just one of the earlier designs that they were playing around with. So I think that's pretty interesting. I like that it has kind of the dark coloring going on to it. It almost looks like a black and white figure, but I think that's done intentionally to mute the colors in that way. Again, pretty interesting in my opinion. And then the final item that I'm going to share here for now, I think this is just awesome. I really would love to have something like this in my collection. Pretty sure it's out of my price range though. But from Hot Toys here, we have Black Panther T'Chaka. I think that's how you say his name. So this is actually the Black Panther that we're mainly familiar with, his father. And you see here that he has the basically the kente cloth going on around his outfit. It's just excellent design there. I really love the look of this. But like I said, when it comes to Sideshow and Hot Toys, they tend to be out of my price range, but I definitely acknowledge that they do some amazing work. So yeah, those are the items that I wanted to share with you all. Like I said, I did not cover everything that's going to be available relating to the convention. So, you know, if I've missed anything that you find interesting, definitely share it down in the comments. And also let me know, are you interested in any of these non-Funko exclusive collectibles? And by the way, I know some people definitely had some questions about Funko and what's going on with SDCC. Like I've been saying, please be patient with me. We will get to all of that very soon here. But with this particular video, I thought it was just nice to kind of take a breather from Funko and just focus on these other companies that are also doing some really awesome work. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video, and I definitely look forward to reading your comments. Talk to you all again real soon.